Alright, our runners are just about to begin. They're off. So we're going to sit through this escape sequence, which usually takes, give or take, a few seconds, generally around 6 or 6.5 minutes, depending on how fast we get some of these drops down through here. But the escape sequence is pretty linear to start for most of these runners here. Some of the things that you're going to see both our runners do to try to gain a little bit of advantage is cut through the bushes here, do a little bit of wall pumping here where you run up against the wall, jam left, and you can get a little extra movement here and there, and that's why Screevo looks like he's about a half a second ahead getting to the sword and shield from the uncle. Now, if you play this game casually as a kid, like I did, you know there's 3 chests in this game that could potentially have a lamp for you. The one that all of our runners will be getting is the one that's fastest, because this is a speed run. That will be the one that we find in Zelda Cell. See both our runners getting ready to use the spin slash to take care of this green guard here. 1 spin is all you need to take that out. Then you gotta hit this thing twice. Get the blue boomerang. I think the main reason we get the blue boomerang is to make sure we get rupees later on from a different chest. I could be wrong though, I'm new to New Mix Glitches. I'm primarily a randomizer player and commentator. But it does also speed up things and is a pretty good weapon early in the game. So you see Parisian player, he goes for the pot and 4 slash strat, and Screevo went with 8 slashes, and they get their lamp. So Screevo now with about a 2-second lead here as they finish off the second half of Escape. That's getting back to the Sanctuary with Zelda. And little movements here and there could add up in the long run. You see Screevo continuing to take a slightly bigger lead here as we get to pushing the ornament to the side, getting down to the sewers. If you're just joining us again, this is an unofficial tournament race here. Parisian player was scheduled to have a race here, but his opponent no-showed. So instead we have Screevo racing, and 2 of them are going to have a unofficial tournament race here. But Parisian player's time will count towards his seeding in the bracket stage once we get to that part of the tournament. And Screevo is pretty legendarily known for getting 15 blue balls on Aghanim 1, not once, but twice. We see Screevo dropping little spoilers in chats based on telling us what time he got in that escape. He got a sub 6 by a lot. He got a 5:52 escape. Parisian just a little bit behind. Got a 5:55, I think. Screevo grabbing the sign card. As a Parisian player. Now they're going to make their way over towards Eastern Palace. Next stop on Link's journey to rescue the world, I guess. Yes, that is a 0.2 of a second gold split for Screevo for that escape sequence. I'll just laugh if Screevo ends up getting like a PP in a non-official tournament run. I mean, it's officially official, isn't it? I'm not sure how it's going to work. And Screevo entering Eastern Palace just about the 740 mark. Parisian at 743. So here in Eastern Palace, there's one small trick they'll do here in the when they go to get their big key. You'll see it in about a minute on both their runner sides. Average runtime by a top runner would be somewhere in the high 120s. The world record's 123. 130 is a solid time. An average runner will probably get it done somewhere in the 130s. Both these guys, their PPs are both around 128, I believe. Here's the room to trick. You're going to just bonk into these mini fairies and try to hit the switch without having to kill the rest of the enemies in the room. Normally in this room, you have to kill every enemy, then the anti-fairies leave that pot, and Parisian player gets a little faster, so he'll gain a little bit of ground on them here. And Screevo down to 1 heart, he's going to have to be careful, but he's going to get his bow here from the big chest here in Eastern Palace. see Screevo picking up these pots, getting these arrows. You're going to need 18 arrows to kill the Armos Knights, 3 for each knight. If you miss one, you don't want to have to resort to using the sword or the boomerang against these guys. Arrow is definitely the fastest way to take the Armos Knights out. Screevo entering the Armos fights, and Person Player will be not that far behind. See if these guys get the quick kills. Screevo's on pace to get it, and gets it. And Parisian gets a quick kill as well. Quick kill basically just means you kill the last Armos before he turns red and goes into the little second sequence that the red Armos has. So next up, Freeze Runners will go visit Sahasrahla here in Sahasrahla's hut. And we're going to get their Pegasus boots, and then the speed run will really begin because they'll be flying around the world. Alright, so here you're going to see Screevo getting it, and let's see if Person Player goes for it. For a little trick called Spin Speed. To get this trick to work, you need to have the boots, activate a Spin Slash, and then on the same frame that you release a Spin Slash, activate the boots, and then you could run. You can't use a sword in this glitch, but you could run around in any direction. It makes it really fast. So the next step for our runners will be heading to the library to get the Book of Adora. They're going to need this to enter Desert Palace. Just like we've been seeing all race, these two runners just basically 2 seconds apart. See Screevo getting Spin Speed again here to leave the library. And Person Player will not be going for it. He'll just jump on down and run. So that'll give Screevo a few extra seconds lead here as they make their way over to Desert Palace. Looks like Screevo has about a 7 to 8 second lead here on Parisian Player going into Desert Palace. So here in Desert, you have to get the small key off the torch, then you have to get the big key on the right, then you have to get the power glove at the left, and then go into the back. Screevo picking up some arrows. Probably going to use that in the land mullet fight. Gets his power glove out of the big chest. Very quickly, I'll just describe another quick little glitch that you see these runners do here in Desert. You'll see them do it a few more times. You can dash into locked doors. Usually, if you do that, you'll bonk. But there is 1 out of every 4 pixels you will just dash right through. And the easy way to set it up here in Desert is to stay on the most bottom. You just hug the wall or hug the pot, and then you just dash right through. Parisian caught up a little bit here in Desert. Oh, but gotta be careful. The Igor running around and getting bonked a few times. Now it's time for the fight that every Link to the Past NMG runner dreads, the land mullet fight. No real super quick way to take it out. You hope for a 3 cycle here. Screevo looks like he did in fact get the 3 cycle. Maybe it was a 4, I wasn't exactly counting, but Parisian, ooh, just missed it. He's gonna lose 1 cycle in Screevo here. Screevo with a much cleaner land mullet fight over Parisian players, so Screevo taking a nice little lead here as he heads over towards the he's gonna head towards the warp point here. And normally you can't take these warp points unless you have the flippers, but luckily for us there's a little trick that we're going to show you here called fake flipper. So if you enter the water on the same screen that you screen transition, like Screevo just did, well, that's called a fake flipper. Now the game thinks you're swimming, and you can go right up towards the area where you entered Death Mountain. Of course, he's missing on the first try. Gonna get 1 more pixel over and gets done. Both our runners were lucky not to get caught in the glitch where if you get hit, you could go for a... well, the game kind of soft locks you. So both the runners are going to start their climb up Death Mountain, and you're going to see spin speed in action here on Screevo's side as he enters this warp. We got the magic mirror from the old man. In case you're brand new to the game, magic mirror allows you to go from the dark world to the light world. And we didn't get to hear it on Screevo's side, but we will hear it once Parisian player enters the dark world. You'll hear my favorite music in the game, the Bunny Dark World music. So those just joining us, a little confused about what's going on. Yeah, first team player, he was scheduled to have a match today, but his opponent did not. Ooh, that was a nice. I never saw that before. So first team player's original opponent did not show up. So Screevo volunteered to race him in a quote-unquote exhibition where first team player will still get his time, but we'll get this. At least we'll still get to see a nice little hype race between two runners here. So what Screevo did, he did it in a way I've never seen before. Because I play randomizer, I usually have different weapons here to use. But he was able to activate the switch at the same time he was on the block, so you get invincibility frames the entire time. Yeah, what's going to happen with the time is that you're going to see in the group stages, your average time will determine what seed you will be in the bracket stages. As we see a nice little bomb jump here from Screevo, and we're probably going to see it with first team player as well to get the Moon Pearl here. See first player do the bomb jump, get the Moon Pearl. Screevo on the Moldorm fight on the last stage, gets it done, no problem. There's one more hit to go here onto Moldorm, and gets it. So in case you're wondering, Screevo got another gold split on the Hera run. Screevo skipping the mushroom. A lot of newer players will grab the mushroom to be able to get the powder for safeties later on. But player Screevo's caliber decides not worth the time. So he gets himself to the Master Sword pedestal to start the next section of the game. Second player also skipping the mushroom. And the next part of the game is the part that Screevo is most known for, the Aghanim fight. So I grabbed 80 rupees there. It's going to let him get into House of Darkness later on. We'll play the blue ball guessing game once we get up a little further closer to Aghanim, but for now, let's just watch them go through this castle tower climb. Make sure it's all clean and good. I'm assuming it will be. Looks as though Screevo has about a minute lead at this point. And most of the time he gained was on the land mollifier at this point. Now we're going to start seeing the predictions for the blue ball start to roll in here. We see a lot of people think Screevo's going to get 0. I, myself, I'm going to guess that Screevo's going to get 5 and Parisian's going to get 2. That'll make the race a little closer on our end, and that's what I think what we're all looking for at this point anyway. Now the way it'll work, the first and the fifth attacks will always be the same. The first will be a regular shot, and the fifth will be a lightning bolt, and that will cycle continue. Shots 2, 3, and 4 can be a 50-50 between a regular shot and a blue ball. Only the regular shots will be able to hurt Aghanim, and so far Screevo's got 0 through the first phase. There's Screevo's first blue ball, so it won't be a 2-cycle Aga. And there's number 2. Oh, it was 2-cycle. I must have miscounted. Alright, Screevo, 2 blue balls, 2-cycle Aga. Nicely done. Person player gets his first blue ball. And person gets 2 in the first cycle. Up, there's 3. There's 4. Is Parisian gonna get 15? Ooh, that's 5! Oh, not 15. Boo. We are at 6 now. And it's a 6. So 6 for Percy and 2 for Screevo. Now, unfortunately, because of that, Screevo now has a pretty big lead here, as Percy just gets to the Dark World, as Screevo is just entering Pod. So the goal in Pod is pretty easy. You grab a bunch of small keys, you grab the big key, you grab the hammer, and you kill the boss. Yeah, blue balls ended up being 6 for Persian and 2 for Screevo. Alright, time for the next big minor glitch you'll see here. What we affectionately call the hammer jump. Basically, it's a bomb jump that lets you grab the hammer really quick. And first try for Screevo. Just gonna see both our runners make their way through Pod. So time for parisianplayer to set up his hammer jump. He's gonna use a few more pause strats here, but let's see. Looks good, and also first try. Ooh, just barely missed getting the turtles down in the first shot, but not a huge time loss there. Alright, how am I start fight for Screevo? You're going to use the hammer. Use the hammer 17 times to break off the protective mask. There's also a little bit of RNG here. You do not want to see those fireballs get shot at you. It's about a 50-50 shot between those fireballs and the tail shot. Tail shot is much more preferred because it's easier to dodge. You don't have to worry about anything else happening. Second phase, you get both at the same time. Just gotta bring Homicide down with some sword slashes. And Screevo gets done with one heart. Yeah, Screevo with a few in chat. So person player enters his Helmasaur fight just as Screevo is going through the longest cutscene in the game, I believe, the first crystal cutscene. Proceeding with a little bit of a faster Helmasaur kill there. So the next stop for runners will be the Village of Outcasts. First, we're going to run and get a shovel from the old stump kid. Then we're going to mirror to grab our flute. You're going to make sure you're far away from the flute boy so you don't get stuck in the cutscene to grab the flute. And 2 digs. Screevo gets his duck call activated while person player heads over towards getting a shovel. Screevo making his way here through Thieves Town. He's a few screens away, but will he go for, and will he get, the God Pixel here? God Pixel's a trick that if you, there's one exact pixel in the Hellway that you can dash right through and not take any damage from anything. I don't know how common or rare it is. I've gotten it once in my life, so that just tells you how common or rare it is for me. He does not get it. He gets it. Oh, almost forgot to do it a second time. Not the worst Hellway. Screevo up to get in the Titan's mitts. I will say one other thing. Those green little crickets that Prissy players running through right now, they don't look like much. They hurt a ton when you hit them. Screevo ends up blind fight, which, if you know what you're doing, it's scripted every time. And I'm sure Screevo knows that and knows exactly the movements he has to make in order to get through this without taking any damage. And it gets done. Next up on Screevo's to-do list is to get a little money here. So you're going to bomb these 2 chests, and we'll bomb this 1 hut, get 300 rupees. Then you go up to the C-shaped house, get another 300 rupees. But first, I think we're going to go rescue the frog and get ourselves a better sword. Well, Parisian is in the blind fight, and just like Screevo, gets done no problem. And we get ourselves the Tempered Sword, which will be the best sword that you'll see these 2 runners get. And there's a bomb for Screevo. So he goes to the C-shaped house, get his second batch of 300 rupees. The main reason, the reason we grab these rupees is to be able to get the flippers from Zora once we get back up there. But next up on the agenda will be Skullwoods. Screevo getting his fire rod with a nice little bomb jump there. And that's going to go to kill the big moth. Very nice room there by Screevo. That's very tough to do. Oh, but he got grabbed by the Wallmaster! Wasn't a huge time loss, but it was a nice little 10 to 15 second time loss. And just the Mafia fight. This is one of the tougher fights, in my opinion, but I'm pretty sure these runners are going to make... Yeah, that's not a problem at all for Screevo. Yeah, that was a really nice Mafia fight. That's something that I could never do in a million years, I'll tell you that. Oh, gotta be careful, first player. Don't get grabbed by the Wallmaster this deep in the dungeon. Alright, now Screevo's gonna run a few errands here. He's gonna head to the Dark World. Oh, Parisian player, no! Dies to Mothula. That's gonna hurt, because you're gonna have to find magic now to use the fire rod again. He's gonna have to use the lamp, and he'll probably have to kill the Gyptos here. Got a nice little magic up there, that's gonna help. Yeah, Screevo's on a little errand run. He's gonna go grab Quake Medallion from the Catfish here. Then he's gonna visit Zora and trade him those 500 rupees he got in order to get the flippers, and he just drew the stone away. He'd rather use the plan anyway. Just clear back on Mothula. Using the fire rod strats a little bit here. Gotta get off the spikes, but gets it done. First time, every time. Screevo gets himself some flippers here. And now it's off to the Ice Palace for Screevo. First player flutes away, he's going to go run his errands. In this tournament of no major glitches, there is no save and quit allowed. So no save and quits. That's why you have to run all the way from Zora back to the waterfall just to get to the Ice Palace. Instead of saving, quitting, and then fluting to 8 and all that easier stuff that you'll see a lot of times in like randomizer runs. You won't find it here in the no save and quit, no major glitches tournament. So coming up for Screevo is definitely the one trick that saves the most time, and the first trick that every no major glitch player and even randomizer players learn: the Ice Palace bomb jump. I mean, Screevo makes it look so easy. I struggle with it, and he does that, and then I think to myself, why do I even bother? I'm kidding, I'm learning. And the reason why that Ice Palace bomb is so important, you just go right down here, not have to get the big key, not have to get any other items, just head straight to the boss. You want to make sure you have a full magic bar in your fight Cold Stare, or else, well, make sure every shot hits, every shot counts, and gets done. Makes you trap in the corner, and a very clean Cold Stare fight for Screevo. There's another little glitch that you saw Screevo do, but well, I'll explain a little bit more. Person player does it. You set a bomb down, and even though you don't stun the first Alphos, if you stun the second one and the bomb goes off, it'll kill both Alphos anyway. This person player setting up his Ice Palace bomb jump also gets it done first try. So next up for Screevo will be the Swamp Palace. Person player enters physical to their fight. And looks just as clean as Screevo's fight does. As Screevo enters Swamp Palace. So the only downside really of going through Swamp Palace here is having to slowly but surely make your way through all of this just to get the big key, just so you can get the hook shot out of the big chest. So you see Parisian player, he's going to Death Mountain first. He's going to grab Ether now. So it's the first real route divergence we've seen from these runners. It's Parisian player getting his Ether at this point in the game, and you're going to go to get the Ice Rod as well, while Screevo hasn't gone to get him yet. So I guess we could call this Errands 2. So now that Screevo, Parisian player has the Ether and Ice Rod. Now it's time for him to head into Swamp Palace. Screevo gets the hook shot at just about 1 hour, 1 minute in. Now, if you're new to NMG, there is a route you can take that you can do Mire before you do these dungeons, so you can avoid having to do Ice Palace Bomb Jump. You just can't Mire instead. And after Swamp, you can go route in, grabbing the Gold Sword and Silver Arrows from the Pyramid. Oh no, yeah. After that, after Mire and Ice Palace, those are the two that you need to get those two special items from the Pyramid. Okay, so the trick that Coding Witcher was talking about with it's called item dashing. If you use the item and dash on the same frame, you will do what's called an item dash, and you'll dash and have the item at the same time. So you can see, first team player probably going to set up here in this room. He'll be able to break all the skulls and grab the small key really quickly. He's not going to do those. We're just going to do it the regular way. The hammer dash is definitely the most popular version. You'll see it a lot. It also works with the to make spin speed easier with the hook shot. If you use the hook shot and dash in the same frame. Meanwhile, Screevo with the going for a quick kill here on Argus and gets done first. with the 1 cycle, or 0 cycle, I should say. But does not get the quick kill. Got the 0 cycle for the first time, but unfortunately it's got a 3 cycle the second time. Screevo. There's another one of the benefits with the spin speed and the hookshot dashing go up very quick. So a lot of these little tricks you see these runners do, it's only available in the Japanese 1.0 cart. So that's why these runners are all playing on the Japanese 1.0 version of the game, whether it be cart or emulator. Now Screevo gets his Ether Medallion. Screevo getting up to Meyer. So the block erase that you saw in the other one, Meyer will just use the mirror while pushing a block. The block will disappear, but it only works in caves. If you try to use it in a dungeon, the mirror will work and you'll go to the beginning of the dungeon. You don't want that. Screevo with a very nice Rune 2 kill in Meyer. Person player getting only a 1 cycle on Argus, so that's not bad. But does get the clean kill on the second phase. Screevo heading over to get his Canis Mario while Person Player freezes the bird, gets to open Mire, and we'll never know if we toss that bird. At this point, Screevo's ahead by about 2 minutes. If you want a PB watch, it looks like Screevo is about 15 seconds behind his PB. Yeah, the one route difference they had was Person Player got Ether and Ice Rod before doing Swamp. Screevo did it after doing Swamp. Well, Person Player is about 2 minutes off his PB, which, like I said, when this race started, these runners are about even in PBs, and Elminster's 2 minutes off his PB, Screevo's 15 seconds, and it's about a 2-minute lead for Screevo at this point. And here's the Vitreous Quick Kill, where you take some iframes. Ooh, nice! You take some iframes, and I guess the mirror switch too. Got everything great. Screevo spoiled us with that in the chat, though. He said that menu, though. Screevo gets crystal number 6. Screevo made some time up there. He's now just over 6 seconds behind PB at this point. Yeah, the biggest difference in this race is the Mothula death that Person Player took. Oh, and Screevo gets hit by a dead rock. That's gonna hurt his chances of PBing this race now. Screevo's PB is a 128. It's 128.41, and he was only 6 seconds behind, but that dead rock's going to hurt him a lot. Because that dead rock was 10 seconds that he did not necessarily want to lose. Person Player gets a nice little kill on Vitreous. Screevo enters Turtle Rock. It looks like that Parisian player is still pretty consistent with his splits in the last few runs. He's still a little bit over 2 minutes behind PB. Oh, I thought Percy player also got hit the dead rock, but he found a small window to maneuver around. Oh, person Screevo taking a little fall there. And that fairy was a nice little godsend for Screevo, so he'll be able to use sword beams in the chain chomp room and be able to clear it very quickly. Well, Percy thought he was going towards Tower of Arrow for a second. Nope, you gotta go to Tower Rock. What a nice little magic drop for Screevo. Make sure he gets a nice fill and doesn't have to get the guaranteed fill, save a little time there. And if you're just joining us, this is not a official tournament match. Parisian player's original opponent failed to show up, but because he had to post the time anyway, Screevo volunteered to put on a good race for you wonderful viewers here out there in Speed Gaming. So big shout out to Screevo for doing that for us. While Parisian players, be careful, these chain chomps will kill him in one shot with the green mail, but gets it done. Screevo with a nice laser skip. Heading over to the next to last rooms here to finish off to the rock. So we're gonna go up. I thought I was gonna go for the Trinix quick kill, but instead I'm gonna go for the regular kill. Still should be very easy here. Nice little one cycle here, and see if we can get the quick kill on Trinix with the spin slashes here. Yes, got it done. pretty much because of that dead rock, Screevo is now 23 seconds behind PB pace. So sub 129 is going to be what we're looking for here at this point. Can he get it? And looks like, oh, Prison Player gets stuck here. He's going to try to set up the Samaria Bonk. And gets it done. Screevo entering in his tower just shy of the 120 mark. So Prison Player here has 4 hearts. Got through it first time. And gets done. Screevo entering Ice Armors now. Grabs arrows from the chest, so he doesn't have to grab arrows from the big key room. Maybe probably will grab the arrows from the big key room also. Just to be safe. Well, we'll see. Well, very clean Ice Armors kill. And yes, he's going to grab the arrows from the big key room. So Screevo starts his ascent up Ganon's tower. Prison Player begins his trek to Ganon's tower. There's another case of that item dashing I was talking about earlier. He item dashed the bow so he could stop and fire the bow once he stopped to flick that switch. Prison Player skipping out on the torch key, so he's gonna grab another key somewhere along the way. Screevo with a very nice gauntlet rooms. Now entering Landmolos 2. Lamos 2 a lot easier thanks to having the sword upgrade and fire rod. Gets it done with the early one cycle. Oh, but misses the wizard room. Quick kill. Oh! Screevo taking a fall there in the 5th floor there. Where's the player in Ice Armos? Also gets the quick kill on him. Oh no! Screevo despawned the room. He's got it. Oh no! Screevo despawned. He has to mirror around and go back up. And now Percy player takes the lead. Oh, I forgot exactly how or why that happens, but I've definitely seen it happen before. And wow, that was crazy. Someone in chat can explain that a little better than I can. If they can, I'm not exactly sure. So Screevo went up the stairs to the next room at the same time when the torches go out, and that's what causes the despawn. And that despawns everything upstairs, including Moldorm 2, which Screevo was probably going to hover that anyway, but it also despawns Aghanim. And now because of that, Screevo is going to grab the safety fairies here. And just like that, a 2-minute lead became a 30-second deficit. I think Screevo just, if it had to happen in this race, would be the best time, because this race, again, it doesn't really matter to Screevo, but still, that is crazy that it happened in a restreamed tournament setting. Just to let you guys know, we are not going to have time to interview these guys after this race, because we have something coming up at 10 o'clock. I think we have another NMG race. Looks like next up we have a Zelda 1 tournament race, with more Link to the Past NMG going on Speed Gaming 2 and 3. And first player enters the Aga 2 fight. There are blue balls in this fight too, although the fake Aghanims always fire the correct shots for you. Let's see if Screevo does in fact go for that hover that he was talking about. He's going for it. And gets it done first try. First player gets Aghanim 2 down. Nice triple on the first shot. Oh, this could be a 2-cycle Aghanim 2 here. Got it. 2-cycle Aghanim 2. Prison player in the Ganon fight. Screevo caught up a little bit there. It's going to come down to execution in this Ganon fight between these two runners. Prison player has to be careful down to 1.5 hearts. One hit from anything will lead to a death. Screevo getting in a decent position here for second phase. Oh, but doesn't get the 2-cycle. Prison players Ganon. Oh, this third cycle is terrible. So many Ganon warps. Oh, Percy player, no, he falls! Screevo's back in the lead. And takes a death before he can grab the fairy as well. Oh, that is terrible. Screevo gets the torch glitch and is now on the Ganon fight. What terrible luck for person player. I guess it might have been death warping there instead of getting the fairy. I think Screevo just needs 1 or 2 more hits here and gets it done.
Now tell me that wasn't the best possible thing that we could have put on.
Oh,
in this time slot.
You mean to have you go through that despawning of Ganon's Tower?
Oh, I've never had that happen. 2.5 years.
I've seen it happen in randomizer before. That's the first time I've ever seen it happen in a tournament setting like that. I've had something else happen to me in Ganon's Tower in randomizer, but definitely not. I've seen it happen before, but yeah, that's crazy that happened. But Parisi player he took the lead because of that, but then he fell in Ganon.
Yeah, I had the stream up. That was a really good race.
Yeah, that was very entertaining, very fun to watch. Again, the fact that it was more of a casual setting for you probably made you feel a little better.
Oh no, I didn't realize I was on Speed Gaming 1. I thought I was on I thought I was gonna be on like the Ocho or something, but
no, this is on the main channel. That's why we need something to fill the time.
Well, glad to do it.
All right, GG's, good time. 132. Obviously, 4 minutes off your PB, but unexpected with what you had to go through.
Yeah. I was really, really sick pace through Ganon's Tower, too, when that happened.
Yeah, it looked like you were making up a little time and you were going to try to get that sub 129, but then that happened.
Alright, come on, Parisian, finish this up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I missed if he got Torch Glitcher or not when he
did
fall. I know he got it this time.
Oh, okay.
And he gets done. It's going to be in the mid 134s. So GG to both our runners, Prison Player and Screevo.
All right. Well, I know that we've got Ori coming up. I don't know if
it's actually Z1 that's coming up. So if you want to watch some Z1 any percent, no save and quit, stay right here on Speed Gaming. If you want to watch some more Link to the Past NMG, head over to Speed Gaming's 2 or 3. There's a race going on right now on 3 and a race starting up on 2. So if you want some more Link to the Past action, head over there. Stick around here. You get some Zelda 1 no major glitches.
Yeah. We probably don't have time to bring Parisian in, do we?
Not really. I'm getting yelled at by Rick.
Okay. Well,
all right. So on behalf of Screevo, Parisian Player, everyone else here at Speed Gaming, my name is Anna Rambler. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for some more Zelda action.
Hello.
Hey, we got to cut to Zelda 1.